This is a tutorial on 4.282 PBA 58, finding the greatest common factor. Let's work through a couple of problems in each of these. The factors of each number are given. Use them to find the GCF. All right, we need to find the GCF between 24 and 36. Well, let's just look at the factors and see which is the greatest shared factor. So the greatest factor, I'm just going to look at the smaller one because I know it can't be 36 because 36 isn't going to fit in there. So again, the greatest common factor, the least. The greatest shall be the least. So look at this. So 24 doesn't fit in. 12 does fit in to 36. So the greatest common factor of that for number 1 is 12. So I'll go down there in the bottom, and for number 1, go ahead and just put in an E for that letter. So cross that guy off. Okay, what is the greatest common factor between 24 and 72? So 24 and 72. Again, I'll start with a smaller number. 24. Does 24 go into 72? It does. The greatest common factor is 24. So we'll cross that off for number 2, go down and put in a T. All right, let's slide down a little bit. Take a look at this next grouping. Oh, now we just have to write the common factors for these numbers. Let's see, this would be 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, 1 and 50, 2 and 25, 3 doesn't go in there, 4 doesn't go in there, 5 and 10, 6 doesn't go in, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. So I got the first couple here. So what's the greatest common factor between 18 and 50? Well, again, look at the smallest. The greatest shall be the least. 18 doesn't go into 50, 9 doesn't go into 50, 6 doesn't go into 50, 3 doesn't go into, it's 2. So for number 6, I'm going to go down and put in a T. And we'll take a look at the problem in the next one. Just scroll down. Now this is using the prime factorizations. So what they've given you here is the prime factorization of some different numbers. Use them to find the greatest common factor between these numbers. So we're looking for A and B. So when you're looking at the prime factorization and finding the greatest common factor, you're looking for what they share. So A and B, they share 2 2s, they share a 5. Do they share anything else? No, just 2 2s. This one has no 3s. So what you do then is you take and you multiply those numbers together, 2 times 2 times 5, and that's your greatest common factor. So this is 20 R. So 11 is R. It's 20. I'll do another one. Always got to keep erasing my work here so that I like having a fresh one to write on so I can see what they share. Now we're looking at A and C. So A and C, they share 1 3 and they share 17. This one doesn't have any 5s. This one doesn't have any 2s. So they share a 3 and a 17. So 3 times 17 is 51. The GCF there for 12 is 51. That's also a T. So for number 12, we're going to go ahead and put in a T. And that's the way they work. Let's go down and do the very bottom. This one I already did a little bit of work on for you. I wrote down the prime factorization for those numbers to save us a little time on this video. So now this time we're just looking at what is the greatest common factor between 740. Okay, well, 740, let's see, they share 1 5 and they share 2 of these, 2 2s. So this is 2 to the third and this is 2 to the second. So they actually share 2 times 2 times 5. Well, that's 20. So for number 16, I'm going to put in P. Okay. So right now I kind of got to erase these. You know what? I'll use a different color. Now we're looking at 700 and then 125. Well, 700 and 125. Well, it looks like they share 5 squared. This one's got 5 to the third. So it's 5 squared, which equals 25. So for number 17, I can put in an E. Okay. Good luck. Have fun.